So, I often hear an opinion about greedy publishers that absolutely went out of control in their attempts to earn all money in the world, which seems to me as fair bit of criticism, but as all monosymbolic curt versions of answers it suffers from oversimplification. The reality is far more complex and almost never provides us with the privilege of curt and simple answers. Answers like publishers are greedy and developers are victims, or developers making mistakes, publishers are suffering. I'll explain it by Bungie, for example. Bungie is a studio that had certain amount of respect when it created Destiny 1, but with the time the game obviously started to degrade and to lose the quality of their updates, and that trend extends to Destiny 2. We all remember that back then it looked as if Activision were the bad guys, as if Activision destroyed creativity and invaded into production processes that otherwise would be better off. It looked as if Activision's lust to squeeze all the profits was killing the creative workflow of Bungie Studio. And Bungie wanted to split, break from Activision's grid. Players thought that after Iron Hand of Activision will fall, Bungie absolutely has to return its greatness. Spoiler alert, it didn't happen. Now we know that unfinished expansions, each of which making game more and more expensive, are in fact Bungie's makings. It is fine in Bungie's model to release raw expansion, earn full price of it, and then polish game to acceptable level. No evil Activision required for that. To be fair, some changes were positive. Now we have free-to-play part of the game and cross-play and cross-save mechanics. These are good and I would like to see those more in the future games. Activision, by no means an innocent part of the industry and making mistakes themselves, like adding microtransactions despite promising not to, switching the original studio Neversoft resulting in Tony Hawk being mostly disappointment. In Black Ops 4, they created an effective site attachment for 50 credits that is, in fact, a red dot. Red dot for 50 credits. Like no comment Activision. Almost forgot to mention, Activision also censored Call of Duty trailer over Tiananmen Square footage. Similar conflict happened between Activision and Blizzard. Complaints of the Blizzard are bearing striking resemblance to Bungie's. We need more money and more time. Let's remember what Blizzard managed to produce for a few last years, possessing all the titles they possess. They mostly produce remastering of old games, like Warcraft Reforged, Diablo 2 and Warcraft Classic, and of course, Diablo Immortal. Blizzard also failed to recognize Battle Royales as new popular concept. Now, Apex Legends took that niche. Apex Legends is some sort of Overwatch among Battle Royales, and Blizzard could fill that vacuum and take that niche in the very beginning, but never seen this coming. I'm not even surprised when Activision is firing by 800 employees at the time, most of which not actually developers, but people who rather promoting, marketing and positioning game titles. After everything I said, I hope that not publishers nor studios now look to you as victims of any sort. We should absolutely not pick any sides. We have to remember that publishers and studios' mutual accusations and barely sensical claims are merely an act of weaponization of public opinion in order to apply pressure on each other. I'm asking you not to be cannon fodder in their corporate political intrigues. There is no black and no white companies. In today's environment, we live in some sort of Machiavellian business world, and in this world we as gamers, users, and consumers should scream a black above your houses, demanding to satisfy our interests and needs, which are in playing good games that are fun and have good value in them. This video was made by Unknown Error by Only Good Games.